Good morning, good evening, happy time zone, whatever time it may be, and welcome to the Touhou Survival Open, an event that someone organizes. Oh, wait a second, it's me. Hi! It's the first time I'm on mic. I'm George. I am the main organizer here, and I'm the first time on commentary for once. And joining me for DRACONIC versus MATHY are Driferano and FamilyTeam on commentary. How are you two doing?
Driferano twice?
I mispronounced Driferano's name so bad I did it again.
Hello, I had to rename myself because I did kick out DRACONIC from my house for this match, so we're gonna see.
Good. Maybe he won't score this time. Hello, everyone.
I will.
Yeah, he will. He will.
This is gonna be a little bit of a, winner of hearts match. So both these players are 0-3 in the Swiss group. They cannot qualify. However, whoever wins this is not going last in the group stage. So this is definitely a kind of like winner of hearts thing. And I will say on stream again, good luck to our wonderful tech Yatiers on the mistracking. This might get interesting.
Very good.
I genuinely think DRACONIC cannot win.
I mean, let's see. We can hope for MATHY to get their first win here, right?
I think there is like 90% chance that MATHY wins this, and it all has to do with mental, like and how they play. Like DRACONIC could win if they tried.
Raikera, to answer your question before we go into the slides, this match would be the tiebreaker figure 1-4 because the first tiebreaker is head-to-head result. So if it's only two people in the tiebreaker, so yes, whoever wins this is not going last. But yeah, I would say let's go into slides here and explain a little bit about this tournament. So, this is the Touhou Survival Open. It is a Touhou Project Survival Tournament, where you can play any game you want, and it's also a very high-level tournament. Don't let this match fool you.
I mean, it was open to everyone, so
Okay, no, for real. If you've never seen Touhou before, if you found this stream, this is your first time watching Touhou Project, and you don't know what's going on, the Touhou Wiki and the Marble Hearn Touhou Gameplay Wiki, they're going to be very, very helpful. You can look up spell cards there, you can look up all the attacks, kind of like follow along with the match alongside the commentary. So, two very important links right there if you've never seen Touhou before. So, what's the special thing about this tournament that me created? Because I had this idea. I was like, reset time in Touhou World Cup. What if you don't have reset time? What if you get one run, no resets? Boom, done. Kind of like a speedrunning tournament. Guess where I come from? You start with a base penalty score, and then each miss that you do also adds a more penalty score on top of that. So this is low scoring. You don't want a high score. You want to low score your penalty score. And these penalties change based on what game you play, based on what shot type you play. That has all been done and balanced out by our wonderful Aichen and his entire metrics team. Thank you so much, Aichen, for taking that load off me. Because oh my God, have they been doing so much work on balancing everyone, including a mid-tournament fix for lower difficulties. If you bomb or use a third condition, that counts as 2 misses for the first one, so like Touhou World Cup, except after that, it only counts as 1 miss. And that is to kind of encourage, using your bombs after you've used a bomb for the first time. And at the end, whoever has the lower penalty score wins the match. So, this is the entire standings right now. You can see Saisum and Chicken Butt, they are 3-0, and they're qualified, but there's a match between those two later on this weekend. There are a lot of important matches from Ada Doge all the way down to Marble, because all of these are either going to be elimination or qualifying matches. If you win 3 times in the group stage, you are almost guaranteed to be through. There are some very rare edge cases where you might be last tiebreaker place, but if you win 3 matches, you're almost guaranteed through. If you lose 3 matches, you're out. There's 5 rounds of Swiss. So all the people that are 2-1 or 1-2 this round are playing for something really important. So elimination matches, qualifying matches, all of these are happening this weekend Swiss round 4. Today, unfortunately, we are all the way at the bottom of the standings here. This is MATHY versus DRACONIC. They are both 0-3. Unfortunately, they cannot qualify anymore. But this is, as I said, the match for the heart here. Who is going to go not last and who is going to win the meteor match?
And yeah, and to talk a bit more about the player, MATHY is the only person, like the only player to play hard mode and not Lunatic. And they play hard mode well, but since hard mode is, you know, less hard than Lunatic, the metrics does account for that, and so you score way less by doing hard. It was changed to make it a bit more lenient for hard mode during the marathon. During like I think between week 2 and 3, and yeah, like they are pretty good with hard mode. It's just that they are playing hard mode. And you have DRACONIC. DRACONIC is a good player that is not trying, and
and a little bit inconsistent sometimes. Like I think DRACONIC has a low miss LNB, but like
DRACONIC has a 2 miss.
Yeah,
they have a 2 miss full spell.
LNB. And
they have a 2 miss full spell. It's just that. Yeah, they are not the most consistent, but also like as soon as, well, they probably don't care from the start, and like as soon as something bad happens to them, they just, they told me as soon as they can't PB, they will start doing like stupid scorch and everything. And since their PB is 2 miss, they will
every match. We'll find out during the match, because this match is starting in 10 seconds. I am so ready for this. Who's gonna be the winner for it? Who is going to get less misses in a match that's going to have a lot of misses? Find out after the intro. See you on the other side. And we're off.
Right,
Let's
we're
go.
off. Yeah.
And we have DRACONIC playing Imperishable Knight solo Yukari. What a shocker.
Yeah, and we have MATHY, who hasn't quite gotten the hint yet that the match has started. There we go. Yeah,
we're off.
Another right, we have MATHY, Rainbow on 10 Desires, hard difficulty.
Yeah, so the classic, like that's what they've been playing the entire time. No big surprise.
Right. That means MATHY is going to start with a significantly higher penalty score and also a higher per miss score, but it is hard. It is a much lower difficulty than Lunatic, and so we're going to have, if MATHY plays well here, MATHY gets like a low miss hard run here, which MATHY has done. MATHY, I believe, has a 2 or 3 miss run. Which one was it? Nice strats.
Got a 1 miss in this tournament.
Yes, they got a 1 miss.
Oh, was it a 1 miss? Oh my god.
They got a 1 miss, yeah. Sadly, they have a couple meteors as well, but yeah, 1 miss. Sadly, their 1 miss was against a very solid run, so even with the revised metrics, they wouldn't have won. But still, impressive stuff. Sadly here, as we can see, if you're going to bet on hard, well, of course, hard is the difficulty that they can play, but if you're going to play on hard, you better get a very solid result. And to some extent, you also have to hope that your opponent doesn't get, a low miss off their own, because hard here with the revised metrics should just about be the mid miss here on most of the games.
Alright, so the penalty scores currently indicate that DRACONIC can miss 6 times before MATHY will pull in the lead. That sounds like a lot. It's not.
Yeah, because like DRACONIC is a final B player, right? Because it's Iron and you have to choose your finals. And if you see them go into final A, something really wrong happened. So, yeah, we really want to go to final B. Except to get to final B, we cannot choose continues. Therefore, we have to bomb.
That's the problem.
Therefore,
yeah,
we have
Draconic has
to
a really
bomb
interesting
to get
playstyle. Draconic will use death bombs in IN. This is where the the first instance of a bomb is 2 miss, and when everything is after 1 miss really starts getting into effect. Draconic will intentionally death bomb every single time because it is a 1 miss. It's just a 1 miss everything after. So Draconic will take that initial 2 miss penalty and then just kill every spell card if he dies.
It's
Yeah,
not,
but you know,
the
the
point is
big
not
risk.
the point isn't even the damage. The point is just with a meteor, you don't get enough lives to get to 60, and we really want to get to 60. They won't bomb like the first 2 lives probably, but after that they will.
Yeah, I mean, it is a kind of strategy that does, in a sense, guarantee you get to 6B. But if you keep bombing a lot, then that does spell a problem for your final score because you're just tacking on the
Ooh,
miss.
Matthew, careful. Careful.
Well, you only death bomb, so you only bomb if you are gonna have a miss anyway. You just lose 1. With the type of run Draconic has been getting, it's a very reasonable choice.
This card is really annoying when you are not all the way at the top of the LNB player food chain yet, by the way, because it's a visually confusing card. And that is especially on when you just start. If TD is your first game, I would definitely expect a Yuko final on stage 1 to be a very easy first death.
I had more issue with the spell before final, honestly.
I think as you're learning and getting higher difficulty, I think that's visually confusing spells are the harder thing to get used to.
I think they are both visually confusing though. But
Yeah, you get used to the final spell pretty fast, at least in my opinion. Oh, Mathy is stuck, and we're back.
Well, stream status. It is an online event. You're seeing live gameplay here, so if there are internet interruptions, these things can happen.
yeah,
Love
also
international events.
Matthew did start a bit late, but as far as I'm aware, TD is on the shorter side of games, so they will probably still finish before Draconic, because Iron is on definitely the longer side of games.
Okay, well, yeah, we're about to get to 2 hotspots here. We're approaching Mystia mid boss here, and also Kyoko on Mathy's screen.
So look at the left screen. Oh, they're not getting okay.
Yeah, this spell is
could-
still easy.
Very much be the first step here for Draconic.
Nah, they're not getting.
Closer to
Like,
Are
non-2,
you
perhaps. Not here.
yeah. Like you
This spell
only
is
died.
easy, yeah.
You only died to on Owl if you're going for the grades, because the grade is impossible. But they're not going for the grades. They probably wanted to, but missed
Yeah, you know.
the opportunity.
The demon on their head spoke way too softly, so they didn't listen.
Yeah.
One thing that definitely can kill Draconic was Mystia Non too. That non
Spell 1.
is...
Don't sleep on spell 1 either.
Yeah. If you're playing a yokai shot, both spell 1 and non 2 are very, very easy first steps. And the problem is, if you die on here, you have less power for non 2.
Yeah, no, it's good because you can power control if you die on this.
Yeah, can also happen. And this is good, nice
Okay.
stab. And now we have here non-2.
Okay.
So we want to somewhat
Alright, here we
resurrect
go.
it, but it's scary.
That's
Yeah,
You
I
got
think this could
we
be
got
worse,
the good
but
RNG.
this-
We'll see now. Oh no!
That was
I think they
possible.
almost got through for a second.
Yeah,
That's a
probably a
second
second
miss
death,
to
yeah.
non-2.
Okay.
And that's not Draconic being Draconic, that's just non-2 being non-2.
No, that's not gonna be Draconic.
Okay.
Come on!
You shouldn't.
It was
You shouldn't
really
die
bad.
twice, shouldn't you?
I think you're being very mean to Draconic, it was pretty
Like-
bad.
And the first one, sure. The second one, no.
And
I
yeah,
know
don't
this
forget
guy.
that Matthew has, assuming Matthew matches his best performance here, Draconic only has I think 5 more misses to go.
Yeah. And like one
Yeah,
of them is probably gonna be double because of the bomb. You know, I really think Mathy is a favorite here.
Oh,
that
they're
really
kind of
depends
greedy
on-
for damage, but the
Yeah.
okay. Kyoko here is she's way safer on hard than whoa. This
Oh,
is a
stream
pretty easy
stutter?
spot to freeze. Yeah, we didn't die.
Okay. That was I was half expecting if we come back into a transfer actually.
Yeah. So Kyoko here is he's way more defanged here on hard than she's on lunatic. Please
Ooh.
feed.
Small
Please.
stream stutters. Oh dear. Well, we will see it definitely
Imagine
happens
the-
because we'll see the trends.
Here we
Yeah.
have Charge Yahoo, definitely the big threat here in the fight. I was trying to say is that Kyoko is definitely way more consistent on hard than she ever could be on lunatic, but still have to be careful with a lot of stuff because MATHY has actually died quite a lot to Kyoko during this tournament because they were greedy for
Ooh,
damage.
Okay. If that wave
Yeah.
comes through, MATHY is not in a good spot.
Kyoko is a weirdly
Oh,
hard
okay.
boss,
Oh,
actually.
nice dodge in the bottom left corner from MATHY there.
Very cool. That's an H&N and into stage 3. And now there aren't many big threats here until deep into Yoshika, so let's focus on Draconic.
There's not much to look at.
Yeah, not that there's much to look at here
I
either,
mean,
but
that's
at least
good
he's
control.
teammate.
It was core strat adjacent. Like look at that time value. It's big. Okay, we are gonna go for the safe spot, which I mean you're supposed to line up with like the T on
new
the side that
lineup.
is definitely here.
It is a HUD specific lineup, so it doesn't show
Yeah.
too much on the special layout we're using here.
And you want to line up with the T of time, like the bar above T. And yeah, it's like it's somewhat annoying to learn, but once you learn it, this is a very like consistent strat. So
But is this better than doing it legit?
maybe preference. I think it's harder to learn.
Kogasa
I
here is
haven't-
definitely a spot
you
that
go.
we can see misses, so let's take a look.
Oh yeah.
The non here is it isn't even hard on Lunatic necessarily, but in here it's very slow, very spaced out. The spell can always be a problem, though. Yeah, there's the spell.
And DRACONIC is
One
waiting
thing to
for
keep
us
in
to
mind-
watch Kogasa.
One thing to keep in mind for TD though is that TD is kind of like hidden power loss in 4 Touhou games or something. Like I don't know, terrible pun. Oh, Draconic. Okay, first miss. Okay,
Oh.
so that's the first bomb. So Draconic is going to take 2 misses here for the first usage of a bomb. But now
At least
every
we are
bomb
full
after
power
this will
for
only be 1
ephemerality.
miss.
Yeah, so at least we are full power for ephemerality, which ephemerality is I was told it's not that bad if you speed kill it, but to speed kill, well, yeah, you're doing this.
Okay. Yeah. And on the MATHY side here, very safe, very slow Kogasa. Definitely wouldn't be that interesting on the Lunatic version, but here on the hard version, completely legit. I forget if they have already died to Kogasa in this tournament. I believe they have, so, you know, it does pay to be consistent. I mean, they were, like I said, greedy for damage in some of the earlier matches here, so it's good to see that they're perhaps, you know, going for slightly more consistent things. Why are
okay,
you doing this? Is this normal?
We're gonna see the gray strat on the left.
It's the normal gray strat.
Yeah, it's the normal Draconic strat.
I mean, it's a great strat. It's not the hardest if you're
Hey.
taking it safe, which they are.
Yoshika here on MATHY's side is going to determine a lot of how this match ends. If MATHY can get into stage 4 and end pace, that is a massive. That massively improves MATHY's chances of winning the match.
Thankfully, Yoshika is also. The thing is, when I say much easier than the Lunatic version, it's more so in the sense that even for hard standards, there are, well, what is this? What were you doing? You were going for the KO. Why? No.
All right. So that's a automatic trance after dying, but does not count as an additional miss. So that's just
Yeah.
1 miss from
You
dying.
can't avoid that. Yeah, we were talking about greeting for damage here. They were doing a good
Ooh.
job resisting the temptation,
16
but sadly,
kbps.
yeah. What I was going to say is that Poison Murder here is far more comprehensible on the hard version because it's like half the density, half the speed. You can read it so much better. The Lunatic version is likes to thrash you around way more. The hard version is way more simple to understand.
Going between those two bullets are not the optimal route, but it did work out.
Yeah, you can do that on hard. On Lunatic, if you did that, you would get your nose broken immediately. On the hard version, it's
Interesting analogy.
No, it's perfect actually. It's really tunk.
On hard, that's relatively okay. On Lunatic, you would never do that. You would get immediately smashed. That's a miss to non-free.
Okay. And
Perfect
now this is
timing
where
on the
TD's
word
power
smash.
loss is going to come in. MATHY is now at 2 power.
Yeah,
will be
they
for
were
the
always
rest of
going
this
to
fight.
time out, so it doesn't
We are
matter.
not capping this. We're not capping this. This is a
Yeah, no,
timeout
it's
now.
fine. It's fine. Yeah.
They were never going to cap this, I assume. There's no reason to try it.
You can on 4 power, but like not on 3 and definitely not on 2.
I'm pretty sure you
Yeah,
need to go
I
up.
mean, you can, but it would still require going up to Yoshika and grabbing the spirits. No reason to do that here. This isn't TWC. It's not even worth that much on TWC for Chotsar and Sanai either.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that hard if you want to. DRACONIC?
Oh, okay. Good read at the end there, going towards the right there.
Okay, like it was not a survival mistake, but DRACONIC just let items fall down, which feels extremely out of character, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, you're just shocked. Well, Maffy, 2 miss to stage 4. Misses to Yoshika first and on 2 actually. Was it non 2 or 3? Whatever.
Non-1 death for
Alright.
DRACONIC.
Not
is
one.
very
Wait,
bad.
what was 2? Yeah,
Nice
Draconic,
penalty score,
right.
by the way, for Draconic.
Okay, I thought belt
Alright.
is usually fine.
You
See
say
what
that,
usually-
but Draconic pretty sure has died to this a lot in previous
Nah.
matches.
Nah.
Okay.
Not even
I
this
thought that
time.
is really not that bad. I'm more concerned
Yes, I
about
did
non
drop
2.
those items.
Oh.
I
Why are they
was like,
pausing?
I dropped
Oh
items,
no, he's
then I
watching
was
the
like,
stream.
No,
Wait,
I
did
think
I
it's
just
our
drop
time
it?
to
Please
be
Please
fast.
continue.
Painful, and I forgot that there
They're
was
doing.
more
They're going to
items
see
than I
like,
had to
huh?
pick up.
I'm
GG.
actually about to lose this match.
Thank you.
Nah, I'm a ninja.
Alright,
Oh,
Marcel.
no, not
What
Oh,
the hell did I just see?
doing.
Whoa! How did you do that?
I couldn't even say that this is a pretty hard one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's just... okay.
Whoa. Well,
Alright.
I guess they took so long to the mid-non, they don't even need to stall out this one that long. Well, there's a death.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's Horizon.
Death
I-
without
I-
bomb.
I don't know what happened.
You're in shock. You're just actually in shock.
Okay. The penalty scores are inching closer and closer together.
Yeah, that's what I said. I still believe that DRACONIC is most likely gonna lose because they usually get like around 15 to 20 score.
Yeah, but are you rooting against your friend?
They deserve it.
You're a great friend, Riff. That's
at
a
this.
death to
Look
the
at this.
mid-section
Look at this.
before the second Reimu.
No, they deserve it.
Okay,
You know,
George, again, what's the miss count that he needs if he H&Ns the rest of the game? 8 or
Draconic
7?
has 2 more misses, but MATHY's not H&Ning the rest of the game.
Oh, wow, that sounds like a challenge.
But genuinely, I wouldn't be like I would be encouraging DRACONIC if they tried. No, because I
Did
know
you
that.
beat him up after the last match in your house?
No, but I yelled at them for day.
No safe spot on this, even though Yukari is free on this. So there's a safe spot on the card Draconic is currently doing.
He likes to
Yeah,
do
I mean,
all of them.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, he does all
here we
three
go.
He
strats.
does all of them.
Yeah, he
for
does
some
all
reason.
3 strats. Because it's funny, I think.
Okay,
Alright,
spell
Matthew,
one.
you are not supposed to kill her there, but it's okay because the card was about to be over.
You
Yeah.
can KO her if it's at the very end. It's okay.
Yeah, it makes it easier to kill Sega.
If anything, it's actually better if you do that at the end because you get a clear shot on Sega, and you get the screen clears when you do that because you know nobody's shooting. Whoa. You do
Okay.
not do this at the bottom on Lunatic. On hard, it's perfectly acceptable on Lunatic. Never do this.
Nice double spark. And we are grading Shoot the Moon, so I'm gonna look at the right side of my screen.
Yeah. Nothing special here. You kind of just KO this, maybe get some damage on Sega when you can, but then when you KO her, you don't get any additional Dongmaku penalty here, so you can just shoot her down.
don't think this kills for... Okay, no, it does. Okay, never mind.
It does.
That's
No,
a
I'm
I'm
still
free
on
grade.
2 power in my head for Matthew for some reason.
In
It's
not
been a
want to
while.
kill
Paolo's
Yoshi,
isn't that bad. Unfortunately,
but this will never
yes.
happen if you're Rainbow. Whoa, no, not here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
This one is rough.
It is. It really is.
A little
Look at
rough
like
here,
those
yeah.
are going fast for hard, honestly.
Okay, this is pretty tricky if you can't read curvy lasers, but this is actually conceptually very easy. It's just misdirect here to the center, then away to the center, away.
As long as Matthew can keep get into stage 5 here with some miscount, Matthew's in a very good spot. This is
Oh,
a
yeah, very
really good spot for Matthew. 'Cause
Man, if
Draconic
only they
still has-
hadn't greeded. If they hadn't greeded on Yoshika for no reason, that would have been so good.
I love that because like for Matty, you can say, yeah, if only they hadn't done one thing. For Draconic, it's if only they haven't done like 8 different things. Like, the scale is so different. Like again, I think if Draconic tried, they should absolutely win this, no issue.
Well, do you actually think they aren't trying, or they just have a
Yes.
bad mentality, or they just like to joke around too soon?
It's genuinely like as soon as they will try until they die. And
That's
after
the
they
thing.
die,
You
they
die
are like,
most runs you ever do.
yeah, I know. And
Not
except
many runs are LNN breaking news.
if the first miss is kind of far, they will try until they get it again. But yeah, like basically, like as they told me, like, oh, I can't PB anymore, and so therefore they just start scoring and messing around.
Yeah, unfortunately,
That's a
that's not
weird
an option this
issue with
match.
Matthew there.
Still gotta try here.
Yeah, but they won't. Okay, at least they didn't die today.
I
Well,
mean, they
yeah.
have gotten really turbo bonked by Kaguya before. There's also that.
So keep in mind, we're probably still seeing another, I would say, 2 misses from Matthew for the rest of the run.
That's a miss
At
today.
least at a minimum. Ooh.
No, that's
Tay
a miss
2,
to
right? This is on 2?
Yeah.
That's a safe spot. Like yeah, that's
And
the
this is
miss
why you
we're
go for
getting.
the safe spots if you can.
No,
Okay.
they did go for the safe spot. They just missed it, I guess.
So what are we standing here? If Matthew misses 2 more times, Matthew is going to be on 14.1, meaning Draconic has 4 more misses of leeway.
Yeah.
We
it's
have
not happening.
Raisin and Kaguya left to go. This is not looking great for Draconic.
I mean, we have a death on Race and Spell 1 because they will go for the Grace.
Wow, you're already counting that. You see,
Oh, yeah,
as for
I mean-
Matthew, we have Futo and Miko. Futo, it's mostly both. If they get past both, this should be 2 miss into 5 ideally. And then Miko, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Sorry.
Please get the hell out of there.
Okay. Works.
Yeah,
Right,
this is
synchronized
mostly
stage 5
both
boss
here.
entries.
And Miko,
Raisin on Draconic
Miko,
side.
it depends on how
Futo
well they
on
do on
Matthew
the
side.
second half of Miko. That's a miss to not one, and it wasn't even grazing, I don't think.
Just moving to the right too much. Honestly, I would say I was probably just held on the keyboard. I've done this before. I slipped on my keyboard before
I'm not
and then like
grazing.
held the key for too long.
We
Oh.
are surprisingly not grazing.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
And
whoa,
Matthew
whoa.
makes it through that wave. Unfortunately, on boat you have to do
You
it
unfortunately
multiple
have like
times.
3 more, by the looks of it. 3 more. Actually, 2 more. Just this one, just this one.
And
No!
Matthew dies. Does not make it
Ah.
past boat.
Damn, it wasn't great damage. That doesn't help. The rest of the fight is decently safe, and there's a power up after this. Actually,
Bomb on
they died to
Draconic.
plates quite a few times for some reason. Why are you bad at plates?
Interesting decision from Draconic to bomb that and not Def. Draconic probably
No,
wanted to
it
go,
was- it was a
to
bomb.
one bomb. That was a survival bomb, actually.
No, it was the death bomb that did get it.
Oh, was it a Def bomb? Okay.
Yeah.
Matthew, please don't
thought it
die
was
to
a premature
plates
bomb.
again. Please don't. There you go.
Yeah, like-
Yeah,
Okay.
you get full power
They-
after this. Yes.
They lost 2 bombs because they died on non-1 and you get 3 bombs when
Okay,
you
but I
die.
mislooked then, my bad.
They probably shouldn't have gotten it, but they did get it.
All right. Here's sideways RTG, but easier. Yomu 1 waves this, and it's so funny seeing everyone else have to 4 wave it. And then some people say that Blame was
Ooh,
almost as good as Yomu.
That one yellow bullet confused Mathy a lot and made him push to the left.
Well, there you go. Here's Final. Final's really easy on hard because it doesn't go to the second phase.
You can just time it out on that.
It's even the first phase isn't that easy on Lunatic, but yeah, the second phase is kind of obnoxious.
I would
Yeah,
like to
I
point
agree with
out
that.
that Draconic has been in the lead this entire match, but that disappears the moment Draconic dies the next time.
Mm-hmm.
Draconic does not have a misadvantage anymore. Going to stage 6 like that, not optimal.
Yeah, we do have one of the hardest bosses of the franchise left.
Sadly, Kaguya on Lunatic here. I mean, relative to the player's skill, Kaguya on Lunatic is way harder than Miko will be.
And
for
we still have,
Nappy.
obviously, this. This is almost a guaranteed miss for Draconic.
No.
They have captured this most of the time so far.
Ooh,
Yeah, but not now. They have
And
missed
Mathis
this
in the lead.
last match. Yeah, that's a miss.
They did play the attack. It's never a guaranteed miss. What the hell?
Yeah,
Remote
Matthew,
ability-
for the
remote
first
ability
time,
is
has taken the lead.
Remote Rabbit is a pretty consistent spell.
For Draconic?
Yeah.
I
For
did
everyone
not
that
know
knows how it works.
They have captured most of the time, except this match and the last one. The rest, he has done it.
I mean, genuinely, like Draconic, when like on sets, is fairly consistent on about everything except like Rising World and BD, I guess. BD is about 50%. Rising World is about 40. But other than that, no, there isn't really one pattern they are inconsistent at. It's just that they
How
miss
was I
everywhere.
not dead there?
I think he's checking the scoreboards. Oh no. Now that's a jump scare. Like, ooh my.
Who am I?
Yeah, Maya, like the Mystic Square character.
Who am I, like the horse?
So this kind of goes back all the way to the start of the match where we were talking about this. Like the match theory for this, in order for Draconic to win, was Draconic needed to carry a misadvantage into stage 6 in order to have leeway for Kaguya. That misadvantage is gone. And that basically means Draconic is now at the whims of Matthew. And if Matthew does a good Miko fight here, that's it.
Well, I can predict that maybe there will be one miss, either to this spell or maybe Defiance or not. Non-2 is also a hotspot here.
Again, if Draconic tried,
Non-2
Draconic.
the next spell and the final one, maybe. Those are very
Yeah.
likely miss spots.
And again,
The
like
next-
if Draconic actually tried, like they have gotten Kaguya and NFS in runs, kind of a lot. Not on TSO, but like in general, they have gotten Kaguya and Nance. So
One more wave!
technically, they could still win. It's just
They escaped!
unlikely.
Well, that doesn't
Oh,
no.
That one happened. It's getting clipped. It's yeah.
Yeah, this non is
Fair
very
enough.
challenging on one.
And with all of the 5 last spells to go, this looks like a very likely win for Matthew here at this point.
Maffy has often struggled here on Clan Chaotic Dance. They have missed this last time. And this isn't good damage either. This is definitely not optimal damage. This is a misdirector just doing it. So we better hope for the best here. There's one just this wave, actually.
Uh-oh.
Homing, do something. Homing, do something. Homing, do something. There you go.
What the
Draconic
hell
is
does it come to?
okay, nice. Nice escape out of here. Draconic almost died in the corner.
Wow, that sounds like a newspaper clipping. Oh my
Matthew
god, they
dies and
died to the
Draconic is back in the
static
lead.
Yeah, but we're on BD.
And now we have washing machine. We can keep most of it at least.
Yeah, Draconic was in the lead there for a whole, like,
This
2 seconds.
Fucking guy,
Yeah.
man. He just
Tragic.
ran into the
Tragic.
laser. Like, what can I say?
Alright, unfortunately, well... Unfortunately for Draconic, there's one more chance here, and that is Defiance is coming up for Matthew, and that is not an easy spell, even on hard.
This is a really
And
bad
so-
goosey, by the way. Really
Yeah.
hard goosey. Nice goosey. Sadly,
if
there
Matthew
are too many
dies-
missed spots here left for Draconic, and here's
Yeah,
Defiance.
no. Oh,
No. Where is everything? I don't see it.
oh, small
I'm
hiccup,
blind.
I guess, on the tech end.
And that's a miss too.
Define death.
Hopefully the only one. Hopefully the only one for
Defiance
Defiance.
I mean, yeah, actually, they died early enough that they don't have much chance.
They still had 4 seconds. That's good damage. That's good damage. Please only
Yeah, but
die
it's
one.
not 10, you know? Like,
And
okay.
good. Full power up. Yes. Now they only have the final here. Draconic is back on the lead for exactly 1 frame.
No!
Exactly 1 frame.
And that might be it.
Non-four.
That
Yeah,
bomb
yeah.
may have costed Draconic the match.
Nah.
prematurely.
Original was happening and they were gonna graze probably, so. You know.
You have 0 faith in Draconic. Jesus Christ.
Why would I have any sort of faith? Have you seen how they play?
Oh,
Yeah.
Matthew? Okay, Matthew makes it through.
Yeah, but no.
Why would I have any sort of faith? They don't deserve it.
That's
And
That-
that's
that-
basically
seems like
game.
Matthew's victory.
I mean,
Well,
doesn't
the
it's
feel
death
like
on
you're gonna
Murphy's
cap
end would
final,
put
but you know.
Draconic
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the lead for...
what are you
a little
doing?
bit.
What is that ritual?
This is just Gorilla.
Oh,
I've never
okay.
seen that. Okay, that's not great.
And that's
They
it,
almost
game.
had the game over as well. GG, Matthew, on your first victory here.
Lower penalty score, finish ahead. That's game ahead in advance. GG's.
My God.
Oh my god, I love this stupid Pokemon. I love that. So we are not seeing score grades, which
It would be
Good.
incredibly funny if Draconic, like on this run, Draconic ends up going 5 out of 5 on the last balls again.
I mean, it's possible. It's very much possible. It depends how
Draconic
much.
has done that before this tournament.
It depends how much they practice last spell for grade, and it depends on Riding World always. Like Riding World is just hard. Let me do that. Okay. How do you get back to the normal strat after Corridor Spring? You can just go back to the corner. It's very easy to do whatever you want at the start as long as you have a clear corner. Yeah, actually, with all metrics, Draconic could have won this. Okay, are we seeing? Yeah, we're seeing the safe spot. Here, you want to line up to the corner.
17.0.
Here, you want to line up to with the corner and then only move with unfocused movement, and it's pixel perfect, but you can get there. Only with border gym. Oh, you also don't get grace.
How do you not get grace from this?
You can't graze a bullet for a short bit when it spawns. And yeah, you just graze them too fast, and you graze them before you could, basically. You can't spawn graze.
I swear to God, Draconic, if you kept Rising World.
Wait for last spell 4. I think last spell 4 is that left chances, honestly.
Ooh, that was a bit late move there. Got it, huh?
Yep.
Oh, going for this?
Oh, of course. Okay, we did get it.
Okay, we're fine.
No, we're not fine. We're not fine. The stream part is the hard part.
Oh no, we're not fine. No!
You just have to move up. You literally just had to move up.
Oh no.
They just had to move up.
No 5 out of 5 today. Unfortunate.
Let's do the triangle anyway. That's disgusting.
What was that lag spike? Why did it like? What was that? Not even 3 bull. GG.
Not 3 billion. Maybe if you didn't let those items fall on
Tiger staring
Marisa's
into your face.
Oh.
I think that the
GG's.
biggest blunder of DRACONIC in the match is
That's
they
so
let
wrong.
some items fall for no reason.
Alright. We have DRACONIC and MATHY in the waiting room. I'm gonna wait on our tech to change the VC display before I move them in so we don't have people cut off, and then let's get them moved in. But yeah, that's a cool match. MATHY, I understand now why you said MATHY was going the favorite going into this match, but
Yeah, it was closer than I expected.
yeah, it was definitely closer than I expected.
Yeah, congratulations,
Hello,
DRACONIC. MATHY, the winner.
Hello,
MATHY
MATHY.
wins with a TD hard Ray move. 5 miss over IN Yukari. 17 miss. Well, 17 miss? That has to be intentional.
No,
17 minutes.
I mostly just tried to like stuff I usually do a lot of micro adjustments on, which apparently just doesn't work if you have to blink like 2 times a second.
What? Get your eyes checked.
I mean, no, it's just like that happens when you're awake for more than 2 hours, I think.
DRACONIC, why did you let items fall before Marisa?
I was like, oh fuck, I dropped items. And I was like, in disbelief, and then I forgot that I had to pick up the items after that.
Yeah, because I just looked at it and I saw items fall. I was like, what are you doing?
I was like, unmute. Oh god, I dropped items. Why would I do that? I dropped more items. GG.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit less posture than you usually do, but also like Tain on 2, man. Tain on 2.
I mean, yeah, Tain on 2, I do a lot of micro adjustments. I told you, I mostly to stuff that I do a lot of micro adjustments on.
Yeah. You ran into a laser in BD.
Yeah, I mean, that's also counts as. It's not really.
No. You did a sprint to the laser, man.
Okay, to be fair, I did not see that. I did
Well,
have
MATHY,
my eyes
what about
closed
you?
at that moment.
How are you feeling on
MATHY
this?
feeling
I'm
your
just
first
pretty
win this
sa-
tournament.
I'm pretty satisfied with my run. I feel like I got Reimu boxed a few times. Like I should not have survived some of those.
Also, that non-2 RNG just straight up sucked. Like the movement RNG was just terrible. Like Mistia just decided.
Oh, Mistia. The first one you could have dodged. The first one you could have dodged. It was pretty bad, but like you know, like how non-2, like the misdirect didn't work, but you know, on non-2, it's either like fairly focused or spread out. You got the spread out one, which is somewhat fine, and then like where you were, you just had to move. You just had to move like up left rather than right into the monster. It was dodgeable.
I mean, Mistia
Difficult but dodgeable.
Fucking Mistia did just move up, like up, and was way too far left. And, well, she wasn't far left. She was just way too far.
I don't think the second miss was ever justifiable though.
Miss? What?
So
It like twice
wrong.
you missed non-2.
Yeah, okay, but like there was, I literally just got fucked by those bullets. What?
If you were just like more down, you would have died before there was any issue. Just damage, right?
I literally had bullets down there that just hit me. What? Which do I override?
All right,
Yomo
we
one?
have in about, I believe, 22 minutes, we have Altair versus Marbles coming up. So that's gonna be a really good match as well. Marbles
Yeah.
is playing, just saying this in advance. We'll say it again when we are live. Marbles has played this one async. So Marbles has already played the credit, but for your viewing, on your viewing end, nothing will change. And Alter will be
there.
playing live. So this match that's coming up, this is gonna be an elimination match.
I'm
Both
really
of them
surprised that
Yeah.
Altair is in this situation in the first place.
Yeah. Whoever loses this is not qualifying. So that's kind of wild. Like, I would have expected both of them to make it in. The fact that one of them is not making it in and the other one is also, like, still not guaranteed in. They have to win both of their matches, and the 2-2 pair down is not gonna be easy.
I mean, Marble is just again kind of a weird situation because Marble is a pretty good player. Like they have played like in POV, for example, in TWC. But first of all, yeah, they mostly like play. They mostly play like POV, which is not in the tournament. And second of all, like their choice, like with what they play, has been kind of weird. Like, you know, we've been seeing with like there was a match where their high score was just somewhere in stage 4, right? Like they just decided to go with Marseille without having a single LNB with it, and therefore, like, I think we see like not ideal results, just sort of like choices they made in what they play, really. The same as like wow, Sigo2 had a bit of an issue with UFO or stuff like that.
I just want to make a commentary, not necessarily about the next match, but just the meta of the tournament in general. I want to challenge the notion a little bit that, these matches for the people who have already lost 3 times are pointless. Well, it is pointless in the sense that, yeah, sure, you probably will not qualify anymore. You probably are not qualifying for 2-3. But it does still affect your final standing in the tournament. And, you know,
Yes.
the path that you have on the tournament is, you know, your own kind of personal path. It doesn't matter for the players. You do still want to have a good standing even if you're not going to qualify. So the matches do, in a sense, matter a lot in a personal sense to the players. They're not pointless, you know? I don't want
And
to
that
then
was the
do
goal
thing about
behind
it.
Swiss. So that even if you're out of the tournament in the 4th or 5th round, you still have good matches to play. That was the point behind Swiss. And that is why we love Swiss. Alright, I think we have a next match to prepare, because I'm running tech for that, and I still gotta prep a bunch of stuff for that.
Oh, my eyes
But-
fucking burn. What the hell? Why are they
It's
doing that?
definitely been a good match. They will play against whoever people are 1 and 4 as well. There will be a couple people like that. 1 and 3. We're 1 and 3. So we may see another close match. We may see, like, for example, we may see like Marbles versus Chasm, for example. If Chasm were to lose his next match, no, Marbles. What am I talking about? You know, DRACONIC versus Chasm, MATHY versus Chasm, things like that. But that will all be decided after this weekend when the next Swiss run comes out. For the time being, that has been DRACONIC versus MATHY. Do we have any final words from anyone here before we sign off and start prepping for Altair versus Marbles?
Very cool. I'm just really glad to see that we have a player such as MATHY playing hard, that they did manage to get a win. Congratulations, very well deserved. I hope there's a really good future ahead of him. But also, of course, just to tell everyone, it's not that you have to get HNN to promote to LNN. That's not necessarily, you know, necessary for everyone. But I'm very glad that this is the goal that they wanted and that they're going for.
Yeah. All right.
Don't do HN and don't do LNN. Do score.
Beer scoring players, beer scoring players, sign up to a survival event and embarrass yourself.
Average scoring player advertisement.
I did die to survival, not scoring. You know, like.
You died today, not too.
Yeah. Okay, that's survival. Whatever.
All right. Alter versus Marbles commentary starts in about 10 minutes, and we'll catch you all very shortly. See you soon, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.